Yo, what's up Gen Z? Jackson Reed here, your resident hype man turned emotional intelligence guru because let's face it, navigating this whole life thing can be a dumpster fire sometimes. Ever feel like your emotions are running the show instead of the other way around? Like one random comment from your crush sends you spiraling into an existential crisis, or that notification from your ex has you binge watching reality TV till dawn. Yeah, me too. That's why we're diving deep into the emotional rollercoaster today, understanding your triggers and patterns. Think of this as your cheat sheet to becoming a master of your feelings, not some puppet controlled by random dopamine rushes. First things first, let's talk triggers. They're those sneaky little landmines that set off explosions in your emotional landscape. It could be anything from a specific word, a certain person, or even a situation that feels eerily similar to something that messed you up before. Ever notice how hearing cancel sends shivers down your spine because of that one time you got called out for posting something questionable online? Boom, trigger activated. These triggers aren't just random, they're deeply connected to past experiences and beliefs. It's like your brain is playing a flashback reel, throwing in all those old feelings and anxieties without even asking. So the first step is recognizing these emotional landmines. What sets you off? Keep a journal, jot down those moments, analyze the patterns. Now, onto the patterns. Triggers aren't just isolated events, they often follow predictable routines. You might notice that whenever someone criticizes your outfit, you automatically go into defense mode, spiraling into an argument even if it's not necessary. Or maybe when you see a certain social media post about success, you get hit with a wave of insecurity and comparisonitis. Recognizing these patterns is like seeing the script before the movie plays. You know what's coming next and can choose to react differently. Another key takeaway: your emotional intelligence isn't set in stone. It's like a muscle that gets stronger with practice. The more you become aware of your triggers and patterns, the better equipped you are to manage them. Imagine it like this: your emotional brain is on fire, and you're trying to put it out with a water pistol. Not exactly effective, right? Well, by learning techniques like mindfulness, deep breathing exercises, or even just taking a step back from the situation, you can grab a fire hose and actually extinguish those flames. Let's talk real life for a second. Picture this: you're scrolling through Instagram and bam, every other post is some influencer looking effortlessly perfect on vacation. Your brain throws a tantrum, unleashing the insecurities. I'm not good enough. My life is so boring. Why can't I be more successful? Sound familiar? But here's the thing, that envy monster isn't real. Those curated posts are just snapshots in time, and everyone struggles with their own stuff. Instead of spiraling, take a deep breath, remind yourself of your own wins, and maybe even switch to a feed filled with inspiring artists or scientists who actually make a difference. You know, people who aren't just selling you overpriced smoothies and filtered lives. Remember, understanding your emotional triggers isn't about becoming emotionally numb. It's about building resilience, learning to manage those intense feelings without letting them hijack your life. So ditch the victim mentality, take control of your emotions, and become the master of your own emotional universe. You got this. Now go out there and slay that day. Or at least don't let your feelings drag you down. Don't forget to tag me in your TikTok reactions to this episode, and hit me up with your biggest emotional triggers. Let's have a real conversation about this stuff, because feeling isn't weakness, it's just part of the human experience. But we can learn to navigate it like the badass Gen Z that you are. And if you found this helpful, remember to follow, rate, and share this podcast with your squad. Let's make emotional intelligence cool again.
This podcast is created with the help of advanced AI to deliver thoughtful affirmations and positive messages just for you.